Hello, everyone. I know many people may be wondering what actually happens in SOC, that is Security Operations Center. Well, come with me while I walk you through a day in life of a SOC analyst. By the way, my name is Celestine. Stay tuned. Most people actually think that working in SOC is like sitting in a dark room and watching a big screen. But stay with me. I will be walking you through what a day-to-day activity look like and the skills you actually need to survive it. What is SOC? Like I mentioned earlier, SOC stands for Security Operations Center. And this is a 24/7 operation team that monitors an organization for threats. Now, my job as a SOC analyst is to detect, investigate, and respond to these threats. And I do that by using some tools. Example, like SIEM. SIEM stands for Security Information and Event Management. An example of this tool is called Splunk. We also have something called EDR. EDR stands for Endpoint Detection Response. And an example of this is what we call CrowdStrike. Last but not the least, we have the SOAR tool. And the SOAR stands for Security Orchestration, Automation, and Response. And an example of this is the Cortex SOAR. All these tools that are listed is what we use every day to perform our duty as SOC analysts. And just to sum it up, SIEM detects threats, while EDR contain this threat. And then SOAR is the automation that regulates this entire workflow of the both activities. Now, let's get to the interesting part. What does a real SOC shift look like? Well, I'll let you know. So first, when I log in, I check my alert queues. Then I triage those alerts to verify whether it's real or false positive. You need to understand, not all alerts is a threat or are a threat to the organization. So when I triage this alert, I'm able to determine which one is what you would call a false alarm or a true alert. So when I triage this alert, I'm able to decide if it's a true positive or false positive and address them accordingly. Then I pull log, I correlate events, and check endpoint telemetry. And at the end of the day, I document my findings and escalate if it's serious. One of the most common findings or most common events I get or I attend to are phishing events. So whereby maybe someone gets an email, I would investigate the email to verify where the email is actually coming from, whether it's a real source and not just what is showing on the surface. Now, when I investigate that, I also check if there's any link or attachment that is in the email. I pull that up on VirusTotal to verify if it's a malicious, if it has a high malicious indicator, or if it's clean or not. When I check that, I'm able to then verify if that is a true positive or false positive, and able to report accordingly to help save the employees or colleague or the company from being attacked. To sum it all up, what skills actually do matter in my role? First, I would say log analysis. And this basically entails understanding what normal look like or what normal should look like so you can easily spot the abnormal. Because you need to be able to spot the abnormal to quickly detect a malicious attack on the organization asset. Secondly, communication. Being able to communicate effectively so everyone could understand you will make everything easier, straightforward, and effective. Curiosity. Threat hunting isn't handed to you. You have to go looking for it. So we basically hunters. And then lastly, the tool knowledge. Having good knowledge about the SIEM tool, the EDR tool, and the MITRE attack framework tool. Now, if you want me to break down any of these tools and walk through a real alert investigation, comment breakdown below, and I will be going deeper into a SOC work and posting video every week. See you. Ciao.